So now we're here with Rich Formidoni at Casio USA to talk about the new action on the Celviano Grand Hybrid.
Right.
Brand new action design in partnership with Bechstein in Germany.
Yes, so the keys in particular were designed in collaboration using the same materials and processes as C. Bechstein. And you can see here they're actual wooden construction with the same acrylic and polymer materials that you would find on these grand pianos. So you're quite literally playing the real thing. It's a full-length wooden key. What's on the other end of it is what was designed by Casio, and it's a really advanced, you can see it right here if you pan over. We've got this beautiful mechanism here that actually sends a hammer along the same vertical path as you would see in a grand piano. So it's got all the same pivot points that you'd see in a traditional piano mechanism, but without any of the required maintenance. Now, take a look in this little window in here. Can you see that?
Yeah.
So it gives you a nice little visual element there. That's an actual hammer being thrown up by the key. So it's a revolutionary new design. There's nothing else quite like it.
And the contact points where the sound is actually generated, the hammer actually triggers that, so it's more realistic because you're actually, like a piano, the sound is being triggered once the hammer hits the string. Is that sort of what you're going after, the way this sound is being triggered as well?
Right. What you see, the top of the hammer is not what's hitting a sensor. It's a different position on the hammer that hits the sensor.
Okay.
But yeah, you're getting the same response, and that's why, at the bottom of the key feels the way you would expect it to on a real grand.
Yeah, and these, like you said, I'm seeing in the diagrams that these are actually wooden keys that have center pins with bushings on them, just like a real piano action.
Right. Yeah. No, it's exactly what you would expect. And then again, here you can see a shot of the entire key bed all at once. So there's the felt, and the center pin would be in there. So, but the beautiful thing is, it doesn't need regulation. So like all digital pianos, it doesn't need tuning, but the mechanism is designed in such a way that it doesn't have to be maintained the way an acoustic piano would.
Yeah, I was knocked out when I just touched it for a couple minutes when I sat down, just at the way the action repeats under your fingers. And I think as a player, that's one of the things that you find the hardest with many digital pianos, is that you almost have to pull the key back up after you hit it.
Right.
And as a piano player, you don't want there to be anything in between your hands and the music. And to have the surface feel like a piano and have the repetition feel like a piano seems like a quantum leap forward for players.
Yes, and actually this even goes beyond and exceeds the repetition performance of an acoustic. So in an acoustic piano, you've got strings. In a digital piano, you don't. So our hammers don't need what's called escapement. They don't need to strike the string and then return back down before they're re-triggered. Yeah, they don't need that reset mechanism, the escapement. So without that, we're able to repeat keys much faster than you can on a traditional acoustic.
Yeah, I saw there's a video on YouTube that shows that this passes the Billy Joel Angry Young Man test and more.
We've got this video of a robotic machine hitting a key much faster than I could possibly demonstrate now. But if you find that you're not able to play fast enough on a Grand Hybrid, it's not the Grand Hybrid.
Yeah. Okay, so we're going to reset, and we'll talk a little bit about the sonic editing capabilities on the different presets and the different ways people can tailor this to their own personal taste.
Great.